The following video is brought to you by the guys at the Wrecking and Racing Podcast, a NASCAR podcast made by the fans for the fans. Check them out at www.wreckingandracing.com, facebook.com/wreckingandracing, and Twitter at Wrecking and Racing. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager. And when we last left off, I had a lapse in judgment in Singapore as far as my management skills were concerned. We didn't earn any points, but now we are in Belgium in the Ardennes with low tire wear and a high fuel burn where the engine, gearbox, and brakes are the parts to focus on. High fuel burn and a low tire wear. Super softs are probably going to be the name of the game as far as the race is concerned, so we'll have to save those in qualifying. We won't qualify on all of our super softs, so to leave some for the race. All right, let's go ahead, and car repair is done. Let's take a look at our car here and see what we can work on as far as part improvement is concerned. Let's start with a clean slate as per usual and work on the parts that need it most. The brakes for sure, and those brakes might get done by the time everything is all said and done. We do need brakes. 99% reliability, we can get that finished. 100 and 100. We definitely need to keep working on that engine. Probably both engines should be fine. Now we could split it, get the performance done 6 days before the race and focus on repairs. Let's work on our, let's see, that's 100%. And that's 97. Let's top that off. That one's good to go, and we need performance there on the spoiler. We'll top that off and then top that off. So 6 days and 8 days before the race, we can change up our parts here. Let's go ahead and continue. We should get notified when, there we go, the reliability work is done, and sponsors are complaining about what? Disappointed with the hospitality you've put on this season. We're getting a bit of a bad reputation. So, anything you say, the marketability, and Enrica goes down, buy more champagne. How are we on sponsors? I don't know how long that's going to last, but we've got 2 sponsor slots opening up after this race and one more the race after that. If that's going to be a season-long thing, I definitely don't want to lose team marketability. We'll buy more champagne for 100 grand. That seems fine. We don't want to tick off our driver a bit. That's fine. All right, reliability work will be done on the 18th. There we go. All right, we're better than our target, of course. Randomized grids. They'll draw lots to discover what position they qualify in. So we got rid of the pole points. That may be interesting indeed. I don't think I'll vote for it, but I wouldn't be too mad if that passed. That would be interesting indeed. All right, let's top that part off. We've got 2 good parts there, 2 good parts there, 2 good parts there. Awesome. Let's keep focusing on the reliability work then and top off our... All right. So 2 good brakes, 2 good engines. Let's work on the gearbox. Get that topped off and get that topped off. And then top that off. Top that off. Well, the spoiler is in a bad, or the suspension's in a bad way. So let's do that. Let's focus on those parts there and continue on through the race. The design center, I know factory staff is idle. That's fine, but we don't have anything to repair. So just focus on the performance. And those guys ran the oval at Phoenix. Man, I miss those days. Calvin Griffin, good job, sir. All right, financial management concerns. I know you're always concerned about the finances. I got it. We've got 2 big sponsors coming up after this race. We just need to survive. So here we go with the vote for the random grid. I think I'm going to abstain this particular one, but let's see what happens. A lot of votes against. There's some for, but the vote is rejected, so there will be qualifying next year, just no bonus points for the poll. That's fine. All right, travel to the Ardennes. I believe all of our parts are in. 700 grand. And we won't lose that much money if we qualify 6th or above and finish 6th or above. Let's make sure our parts are on. So we've got 2 good ones there. We've got 2 good ones there. 2 good ones there. 2 good ones there, and 2 good ones there. So parts are on. Car is set. We're ready to go to Belgium. Heavy rain in practice, so I don't think we'll be able to get work done on our super softs. But we'll see. But I will see you after qualifying. We are back to Belgium, ladies and gentlemen. A 2nd and a 6th qualifying effort. And all of my strategy to start on soft tires was for naught because it is raining here. And just a little bit, track doesn't seem to be getting that wet, at least past lap 6. So we are forced to start on the intermediate tires, unfortunately. Taking a look at the setup, 9 laps of fuel, so it's a 2 fuel stop race and then a little extra. So let's see how we do here on the start. Falco's got a really good shot here, and thankfully we had a set of extra intermediates, and I think everyone does, but everyone is on the same tires. We're even Steven, and away we go. We will see how we fare on the initial start. Falco's setup was 95%, and then Lara's was 99%. So Lara can get as much out of this as she possibly can. We'll take a look and see at the track wetness here, see if it's going to get to a point where wet tires are going to be a thing. We picked the soft tires and the race trim, and for Falco, I could have picked the soft tires wear more slowly, but I think overall, given the fact that we may not even be on soft tires for long, the race trim plus 15% is going to pay dividends. So we are 1/2 of our way through the sponsor objective, and we're just sort of riding along now here. 88%. The tires will start to warm up and really start getting chewed up here over the next couple laps, but then the track will start getting wet once more, and these intermediate tires will start coming back to us. Let's actually go back to a neutral driving mode and try to save these intermediate tires while we can, because we're not going to pit yet. I could have ducked on pit road and got a lot out of some super softs, but it does look like the track is going to continue to stay wet. Hopefully by lap 11 the rain goes away and we can make the use of our soft tire knowledge, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So as long as Falco can hold where he's got, and I think he's got a really good shot at it, we should be looking pretty. They're both equal on fuel, however, and they're running pretty much nose to tail, so we're going to have to pit them a lap apart. We're going to have to look and see how much fuel we can get out of it, because I think tires will hold up for this fuel run, especially as wet as this track looks to be getting. I don't believe tires are going to be that much of a thing. So coming around to start lap 5, 18 laps to go. The track is starting to get damp once more. We're at 60% on the tires. If it looks to be that the tires are going to start to go away, we can pit a little bit early and take the fuel. Now that the temperature is coming down and it looks like the rain will persist and hold about halfway, this is intermediates territory all the way through. So it takes the strategy out of the tire choice for sure. Everyone is on the same tires and on the same strategy, so it's a good thing that we got everything that we could in qualifying, because this track looks tough to pass on. A lot of quick turns and long straights, so you have to get off these hairpin turns very quickly and very well to set yourself up for the hairpin. But we are sitting pretty in the points. Lara is just one spot out of the points. If we can double point the race, that would be very good indeed. And it does look like the rain is going to continue. So pitting in the next couple laps, it looks to be intermediates is going to be where we're going, and we have plenty of those. We actually had to use wets in practice, so this is the first set of intermediate tires we've ever put on for the weekend, and we've got plenty sitting in the garage. And it does look like the rain will continue, but it sort of trails off at lap 11. So if we can go another 3 laps on these tires and it looks like the rain will really tail off, we might be able to put slicks on it and make up some time. However, the wet is very vicious in this game. If you are within the damp category and you're on wets, you're losing 3 to 4 seconds a lap. So we can play it safe and go intermediates for sure. I think we can go around one more time for our first driver to pit, and it looks like that's going to be Enrica. We'll keep Falco in touch with the leaders. So Enrica, go ahead and pit this time for your intermediates. We will fill up as much as we can for sure. Parts are looking good. We're not going to recharge. A nice balanced pit stop here. And then Falco will do one more lap after that and come on in. So this time, Enrica, go ahead and push everything you got here. Get up into the points, and then you'll be set up well for the pit stop. And then we'll get Falco to come around next time. All right, Enrica, you'll come out pushing. All right, focus on Falco. You'll be in this time for your intermediate tires, yes? Yeah, definitely intermediates, at least for this next run. Once we're done with this particular set of tires and fuel, then we'll make the call whether to go on slicks or not. Enrica is down and away, and she looks to be running in 10th. So she is the first car out of that group that pitted, looking really well. Falco, go ahead and push here. He is pitting with the leaders. At least second place is going to hit pit road this time with us. So we'll see where we fare as far as that's concerned. All right, Falco, come on down to pit road. Others are trying to stay out a bit. Refuel, down and away, full 10 laps of fuel, and we will have the inside coming off pit road. There goes Enrica. So Enrica actually got the undercut. She's looking well. So holding strong here, Enrica is the first car on tires. And her form is actually pretty terrible. She's driving like junk, but looking pretty good. Indeed, we are going to probably pit once our fuel window hits. We can do 9 laps or 10 laps of fuel. So we basically can run these tires as much as we can here and pit for slicks in a few laps time. I think we'll be fine. So we'll keep pushing Enrica. See if she can get in front of these guys that pitted late. They got the undercut on us. Let's not tempt fate too awful much. So our team cars are running 3rd and 4th, and we want to pit right as this rain starts to tail off. Probably lap 14. Lap 14 or 15 will come in, and we'll see if the soft tires can last the rest of the race, because if they can indeed, we'll be getting our soft tire bonus, and we will not have to come down pit road, which is pretty excellent. All right, so 9 laps to go. We are definitely within our fuel window. It's just a matter of running this out until there is no water on the track anymore. All right, Enrica, you'll go ahead and pit next time by. So we'll get as much as you can out of these. Same for Falco. So you'll chew these guys up, spit them out, pit next time by. All right, Enrica, go ahead and put on some soft tires. This should carry you to the end. 7 laps remaining. We'll put in 8 10-second pit stop. Boom. And then we will wait, pit Falco the next time around for his slick tires, and Bob is your uncle indeed. All right, Enrica, come down this time. Some guys are on super softs already. I think those super softs will be chewed up by the end of the race. I think the soft tires are the nice conservative call here. So Enrica down on pit road. Falco, come this time for your soft tires. We have the bonus, 1 lap of fuel. All right, so 8-second pit stop for Falco. And that will do wonders. So Enrica has made her last pit stop. She's running in 7th behind Cruz, who is chewing up his soft tires. So that is it. Enrica will not be on pit road anymore this race. And Falco should be all set up to pit this time. And then we'll just have him push the rest of the way. So the leader's on pit road with Falco. Let's see if we can get down and away. Fueling is done. I think we can leapfrog the leaders, get the undercut here. So yeah, running in second behind Cruz, who has some very chewed up super softs. So with our performance boost on these soft tires and the race trim, I think we'll actually be able to outpace these guys, especially if they have to come in again. They're going to be hurting by the end of the race, I think. So we'll just bide our time here. We'll see if they're forced to pit. 5 laps to go. Their tires are going to be garbage. Ours is going to be pretty solid. So I'll keep them running at a moderate pace. Tyler got by Lara, but once again, his tires are junk. And Minzy is trying to catch up, but he's going to burn through his tires for sure, trying to catch Lara. I think we're in the catbird seat here. I think we've called a great race. Track grip should go up by the end of the race indeed. 4 laps remaining, 81% and 87 on the tires with 6 and 5 laps of fuel. Yeah, we're just letting the drivers work now. It's out of our hands. As a crew chief, we're done, and we're just watching our drivers work. I think with 2 laps to go, we will have enough in the tire bank to push the tires a little bit harder, make these guys work for it. And in fact, I think I want to do that with Falco now. We will push and push. So 3 laps to go, 81% on the tires. And then with 2 laps to go, we'll really turn it up. So we're going to force the leader to run faster than us for sure. And then Lara might actually rein back in Tyler, and she's going to leave Minzy in the dust, I think, as long as she doesn't make a mistake here. So we're going to keep putting hard pressure on the leader here. There we go, 2 laps to go. Falco, give it everything you got, and we might be able to go to a high fuel burn here. See if he can get the win. And Enrica, go ahead and push everything you've got. And we can go to a high fuel burn as well, I think. So Enrica's going to be attacking for third. Falco's going to be attacking for the lead. So here we come, 1 lap to go. Falco is making his pass to the inside. Final lap. There you go, Falco. And I think for safety's sake, we'll go to a... No, we don't want to turn down Lara. She's within shouting distance here. But Falco's running away with it. He still has excess fuel. So does Lara. Lara is right there. Overtake full bore. Falco will take the win. Lara almost got third. So almost a double podium. And definitely double points. And looking at Cruz, their teammate is out of the points. Looking at Tyler, their teammate is out of the points. Looking at Minzy, their teammate is out of the points. Tananucci, out of the points. So, we will definitely gain points this race, ladies and gentlemen. Feeling really good about that. We didn't even have to break any rules. And the car setup, I think, is what really played it. And the fact we were able to push on soft tires. So that was the way to go for sure. Of course, they're not going to find anything wrong. Enrica, so Tananucci got the fastest lap bonus. So Tyler got the pole. But we got 13 points as a team. Falco with the win. So Falco moves up to third in the Drivers' Championship, 14 points behind. And we are 21 points behind Hammer. So a little bit out of the running, but still 5 races to go. So it's still doable, especially if we have a great race like we just had. So let's see our morale. We have a new unlock. Pit stops are 1 second faster. That could come in handy. Look at this feedback. Enrica is almost leveled up with her feedback. That is outstanding. She's almost a 4-star driver. Look good. Getting better with the braking and cornering. Really good morale. We finished first. Of course, the chairman is happy. No change in marketability, though, and that is unfortunate. I mean, we just won the race. But $1,300,000 from our sponsor, and we floated it. We have $2.1 million, and we are ready to sign some sponsors in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and take care of the mail. I'm sure it's, be honest, Which one of your drivers is better? Tyler wins qualifying. Yep, car condition, interview. We'll accept. Yes, who wouldn't want Mia Lantanen on their team? All right, we'll finish the interview. She might be okay. Let's go ahead and scout her. Why not, if she's interested? And pit crew review, no mistakes. And we win the Ardennes Grand Prix. Let's take a look at our pit crew. You know what? They aren't too awful bad, but they swapped out Yuji Hara with Hata. Interesting. Vancouver is our next race, and it looks to be rainy with a very high tire wear. So super softs are going to be what we're going to be racing on if we're not in the wet, which will be interesting. Suspension, spoiler, and engine are useful. And I think it's the first time we've been to Vancouver. I don't remember what the last season was, but we are down to 5 races left this season, ladies and gentlemen, and it might be a nail-biter when it comes to teams. If we keep performing double points days, we could catch up. But that's going to do it for me in this episode of Motorsport Manager. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Motorsport Manager video. Take care.